Yeah, it's a funny old game. Let's talk about tactics, opinions on who stays match fit. Got no strikers dribbling back with United. The whole UK like Rashford, Sancho smashed it. Who's who in your arsenal? Got a man like Saka and Odegaard. It's the Premier League of all pods. Top bins, now we ain't sending it over bars. It's a funny old game. Couple names that we know that you heard of. Mbappe, Neymar, world class. New goals debate a bit further. Safe space, setting pace like Haaland. Straight talk from the grass to the pave. We here and you know what they call it? Yeah, they call it a funny old game.
Yo people, Key here, funny old game. Aston Villa 2, Bologna 0. Aston Villa top of the league, 3 games played, 3 games won. I can't be happier. Like I'm I don't even know what to say. Like, we were great tonight. Like, it was a bit sticky within the first 24 minutes. We didn't really figure out how Bologna were playing, but once we figured it out, we just locked in. Our attacking play was absolutely sensational in that first half. That was one of the best first halves I've seen in a very long time. Yeah, we didn't score, but we looked like we were going to. Second half, Emery looked like he basically seen something in Bologna and how they were playing. Bologna went man for man all over the pitch. I said at half time that they need to speed up the play. They ended up speeding up the play, and it led to a free kick for John McGinn's first goal. And then the second, we went a bit more direct again, sped up the play. Barkley to Rodgers, Rodgers to Duran. That easy, 2-0. Like, there's nothing more we can really say. Let's go on and do the player ratings for the game. So, first up, Emi Martinez kept us in the game. Like I said, the first 24 minutes they were attacking, they were getting shots off. He can get a 7 today. He wasn't in the game for the whole thing, but what he did, he's always there. He's consistent. Like, his composure on the ball to start our attacks, to invite the pressure. Yeah, I'm happy with Emi Martinez. Okay, I'll go from right to left. Ezri Konsa. It's a funny one with Konsa because he always has a good game, but he always has these little moments where he gets into one-on-one like battles with people, and either he's going to get the yellow card or they've got the yellow card. This time they've got the yellow card. He's defended well. He's defended well throughout the whole game. He got caught out, like I said, in them first 24 minutes with balls over the top. Their players always being in possession, wide out on the left, but sorted it. He was fine. I'd give Konsa also a 7. Diego Carlos, didn't really see in this game, and I love it when we don't see Diego Carlos in the game. That means he's not doing silly tackles or waiting too long on the ball. And if we didn't see him, he's clearly had a good game. He's trying his best to get involved in the attacking corners, but our centre backs don't really contribute on the attacking corners. I think once they figure it out, they'll start. But yeah, if he can improve on that, he can get himself a higher score. We did have a lot of opportunities from corners. I'll give him a 7 because he was consistent. He played well at the back. He was no threat, no mistakes, so I'm happy with him. Same goes to Pau Torres. He can get a 7 as well. His passing is so good. Like, the way he can start off a play from centre back with through balls, like direct through balls to Rogers or Duran as it was today. Yeah, you can't say a bad word about the way Torres played today. So you can also get a 7. Maybe an 8. Yeah, maybe you can get an 8. Yeah. Ian Matson, this guy, man, he's coming to the team from a substitution place, first start in a while. He looks like he's just clicking. He's doing very well. His attacking, his energy, his presence on the pitch today. Like, I personally would give him a 9. I think he was one of the best players on the pitch, attacking and defensive. His energy to get up and down the wing, like, we haven't seen that from many left backs since Robertson was doing it. Cucurella at Brighton, but yeah, Matson was different class today, so I'd give Matson a 9. Let's go into Leon Bailey on the right. I'd probably give Bailey a 6. It's not a negative 6. It's just based on his impact on the game. He tried very hard. Like, he always tries hard. He gets back. He does his defensive work, but I think because he's been out of form, he's trying too much to impress Unai Emery and show him that he deserves his place on the right wing, which is leading to him holding onto the ball a bit too much. He's getting caught in possession where he shouldn't be, like in our half, near our box. Whenever he gets into an attacking position, he's a bit long on the ball, which then he gets double teamed, and then he doesn't really have an option to pass to anybody, which ends up him losing possession on the ball. He's not being bad, he's just not being good. So yeah, I'd give Bailey a 6 today. Amadou Onana, he can get a 7 today. He works hard all the time. He gets his chances off headers. He is great on the ball. Like, it's not a bad word you could say about Onana, except he needs to stop getting injured. But apart from that, yeah, I was happy with his game. He got a 7 today. Yuri Tillemans, I'd give an 8. If you watch a lot of me, you would know that I'm a big critic of Yuri Tillemans because he loses possession a lot. But today, he looks solid. I don't think he did lose possession of the ball. His directness with his through balls is second to none. Like, you just couldn't fault what he did today. And that was the Tillemans that we've been waiting for, that played for Leicester. And yeah, like, I'd give him an 8. He was just so good today. Who was on? Morgan Rogers. Right, this guy is, he's different gravy. He's actually so good. Like, considering he was a championship player just over a year ago, and then he's played his first season with us, looked good, but then he's come on this season and he's just evolved into an absolute beast. Like, his ability on the ball is giving me like a Grealish vibe. Like, he's just hard to get off the ball. He's strong. He just battles. Like, he's just so good, man. I don't really know what to say about him because he's actually that good. You have to watch him to realize how good he is. like how much he does. So I'd also give Morgan Rogers a 9 today. Yeah, it was just class. I don't know if I said about Tillemans. I think but I'll give him an 8. Sorry. John McGinn. He can also get a 7. His presence on the pitch in the middle of the park is what we need. He does drift out to the left as he's told. He does the job. He's the captain of the team. He keeps everything together. Like, we can see how much of a different team we are when he's on the pitch, playing in the right places. When we've had him out on the right wing, I feel like he's been wasted. But he's got back in. He's got his place. And yeah, he's just putting a McGinn performance like he usually does. So yeah, he can get a 7 today. John Duran, he can get an 8. He works. He's different class, just like Rodgers, but he is something else. The fact that he can play every game and just contribute is just ridiculous. He started 2 games this season. Like, he's just on fire. I'm so glad we kept this guy. Like, I've seen a lot of hate towards him, saying let him leave, let him go to West Ham, let him go to Chelsea. And I've backed him 100% all the time. And look what he's doing for us now. Like, we couldn't ask for any more from this guy. His frustration when he comes off shows that he wants to be on the pitch. He wants to play every game. He loves scoring. Yeah, you just can't fault his efforts on the pitch. Like, yeah, so he can get an 8 today. But my man in the match was Ian Matson. Like, he had a hard task today, and he's just made it look easy. So yeah, man in the match, I'm going for Ian Matson. Subs, Philogene. He's Philogene, isn't he? He comes on, does what he's meant to do, runs at players, looks frightening on the ball. He can get a 7 today. Jacob Ramsey, he can get a 6 today. If he scores at the end, he possibly goes to well, it doesn't possibly go. He definitely goes to a 7. Yeah, he didn't really have the time to get involved in the game too much, but what he did when he was on the pitch was what we expect from Jacob Ramsey, quality player. So yeah, Boubacar Kamara, he's back. I'd give him a 7 today. He is an absolute rock in that midfield, and yeah, his anticipation skill, like his vision to find a defensive. I can't even put into words. Like his decision making when he's defending is just so good. Like, he's quality, and he is gonna feel like a whole new signing for us, and I'm so glad to have him back. He can get a 7, I think I said. Ross Barkley, he's class. He's class. He gets a 7 today. Didn't really do much on the defensive side because he got a quick yellow card, but to play the rest of the game on the yellow card, not give away 1 foul, like, look like he's not really having a hard time in midfield. He's quality on the ball. We turned into a nice possession, ball keeping team when he comes on the pitch. Like, I'm so happy when Barkley's on the pitch, and I'm so happy we've signed him again. So yeah, he can get a 7. Ollie Watkins can get a 6. Didn't really have time to do his thing. Had a good few touches, won the ball. made his runs. All these scores are positives, but they're based on the impact on the game. Okay, so Ollie Watkins can get a 6. The referee today, I think he was just trying to make sure the game flew smoothly. He missed a lot of fouls and stuff, but if he kept stopping the game, I don't think we would have got into a rhythm. But he was quite poor, I think. I'd give him a 5 and stick him in the middle. But him being so poor and not giving decisions was the reason we got to play free throw football, if you get what I mean. So, yeah, I weren't happy with him, but it benefited us, basically. Unai Emery, can you give an 11? Can you give a 12 out of 10? Like, he's just got it spot on. I feel like he just gets it spot on all the time now. Yeah, I'd give Unai Emery a 10 out of 10. 10 out of 10. Like, his tactics, his way he watches the game, and he sees things to change stuff. Like, he's seen in the second half we need to speed up the game, and we end up getting goals from it. He's seen that their wing backs were coming into midfield, so he countered it by putting Bailey and McGinn wider, so they couldn't come into midfield. On the defense, when they were attacking, their wide men were left open, so Bailey and McGinn had to come back, sometimes play as a wing back, so Konza wasn't getting overloaded. Like, he's just seen everything perfectly. He's made the subs correctly. Yeah, so I can't be happier. Yeah, so Aston Villa 2, Bologna 0. Hopefully you like this review of the full-time score. Hopefully you can give me a like. Make sure you put in any comments that you want to comment on the page about the game, about what I've said. Also, please share on any platform and like. And also, don't forget to follow the page, okay? So you know when we're going live. Don't forget to follow the page. Get your notifications on. And yeah, I'm key. This funny old game. Peace.